It is official, folks. Kelsey Plum has officially been traded to the Los Angeles Sparks. But wait, there's more. So this was a three-way deal between the Sparks, the Storm, and the Aces. Shams actually broke this news on an NFL Sunday, mind you. I don't know if he's trying to put Annie Costabile out of business or what, but it says the blockbuster deal. The Seattle Storm are trading six-time All-Star Jewell Loyd to the Las Vegas Aces in a multi-team move that sends three-time All-Star Kelsey Plum to the Los Angeles Sparks. And let me tell you, it's not surprising that they were trading Kelsey to the Sparks because a lot of people were talking about it. It's been all over, but what the Sparks traded away is kind of crazy. So the Storm are getting the number 2 pick from the Sparks as well as Lee Uru, and the Sparks are getting the number 9 pick from Seattle, and the Aces are getting the number 13 pick from LA. I hope your head isn't spinning. Which means Kelsey Plum in LA, Jewell Loyd is going to be in the Aces, and there will be a draft prospect yet to be known on the Seattle Storm. And as soon as this was announced, De'Arica Hamby took to social media, posting some welcome Kelsey Plum pictures, which actually is pretty cool because De'Arica Hamby and that lawsuit with the Aces, I wasn't exactly sure where the two stood. But this trade is so weird. I can't believe the Sparks were willing to give up that number 2 pick. These next at least this season, and definitely in 2027, the draft class is so deep. And the reason it's so important this season is because it's the last year of the CBA, and the next CBA, which kicks in next year in 2026, the rookie contracts will be more expensive. So the draft class being so deep and so talented, they will be on 3-year deals. And the next season, all the teams will have more money to play with as the cap space will go up to an unspecified number depending on what the CBA is. So these draft picks are very valuable, not only with talent, but they're valuable monetarily for cap space. But I kind of think that the Sparks got swindled a little bit. The Aces definitely need to build some bench depth. They don't have very good bench depth, so having that 13th pick will help with that. Because when you look at the top teams, the Lynx and especially the New York Liberty had such bench depth. That's where Leonie Fibich came from. Kayla Thornton, Kennedy Burke, those were all solid bench players. But you have to remember, the Sparks just traded their 2nd pick for a 1-year contract. There is no promise after 2025 because Kelsey Plum, as every single other player that is not on a rookie contract, except for Lexi Brown and Kalani Brown, is a free agent in 2026. These rookie contracts are 3-year deals. I still don't, for the life of me, understand that aspect of it, unless the Sparks were not really keen on Olivia Miles. Maybe they wanted somebody a little lower. I mean, the 9 pick isn't that bad, being that this draft class is so deep, but they don't even have their pick for next season, as they've already traded that away to the Storm previously. But they've pretty much given up their opportunity to draft Olivia Miles. They do already have a pretty young team with Cameron Brink. They have Rickea Jackson. Those were pretty solid rookies. And maybe with Julie Alman also playing this upcoming season, they decided they don't need another rookie point guard, and they have Kelsey Plum show her the ropes. But trying to look on the bright side of this, having Hamby, having Kelsey Plum, having Cameron Brink, having Rickea Jackson, and Azrae Stevens has been looking pretty good and unrivaled. I don't know how that's going to translate back into the 5v5 format, but this actually looks like a playoff team now. And it looks like a team that clearly does not want to tank. So I don't think that they're going to be looking to get in that 2027 draft in a high position there. I think the real kicker would be if Dallas did not draft Paige at number 1 because LA wanted her so bad. But in reality, barring any major injuries, I don't see that as a possibility. Just with the press she brings, with all the eyes on her, the amount of money that she could bring the franchise, she could play terribly for the rest of the season and she'll still go number 1. Again, knock on wood that there is no injury. But the Sparks gave up their only center that is not recovering from an ACL injury for this trade. So I can only assume that they're going to be looking big in the draft. But I can only imagine that with the Storm having the Sparks 1st round pick for next season, that they were wanting to go for a run with this one. I have a whole bunch of thoughts about who the Storm could bring over, what the Aces are planning to do. The Sparks are kind of covered here, but it's actually getting pretty late here, and I'm sure there is so much that is going to happen by tomorrow, so updates to come.